Hello everyone, good evening. This is Sharon from Everything Beautiful. So this evening I want to show you how to do a wrap dress freehand. I have a little drawing here. It's not perfect, but I'm going to walk you through it. Okay? So this is what the dress looks like. So this is what a wrap dress looks like. Okay? So this is the back and this is the center. So you put the front, so you're going to be using the back to cut the front, and if you notice, that is the extension. This is the waist area, so I've cut it down to the waist, and as I said, it can be 2 inches above. So I've opened the back, and this is the right side. So if you notice, this is the center, this is the side. Okay, you can take it here if you want to. So it's just about maybe 4 or 5 inches away from the center. I will now place the left side underneath, and this is what it's looking like. The neckline could be a little deeper if you want. Okay, so you could cut it a little deeper, shape it around a little deeper, but it's also going to affect the neckline. All right, so this should be deep enough when you make it into a dress that you are not really exposed, and when you put whatever you put here to secure it, okay, it can be a buckle, it can be, you know, ribbon, strings, whatever you put here to secure it, when you walk, at least there should be, you know, protection here. All right, so this is what a lap dress looks like, and this is what we are trying to achieve. Okay, thank you. I actually have the habit in a different position because I don't really want to cut this fabric. So what we have here is the neckline first. As a matter of fact, we have the line across at the top, and that is the shoulder line. So it is right here, the line that comes right across, and that is the line you would work from. Next, we have the bust line, and that is half of the blouse, whatever the length of your blouse is. Then we have the waistline and the hip line, and below that we have 2 inches for allowance. I have used, and I've shown you how to draft this, so you know that you would use half of the bust. No, I'm sorry, you'd use 1/4 of the bust to mark this line. Okay, we also have the dart line here, which is 2 inches below the bust line. Remember, we can't bring the dart way to the bust point because it's going to be too pointed, so we keep it 2 inches below. We also have the waist measurement here, and the waist is here. Okay, I gave it 1 inch allowance for the dart, that is between here and here, and I mark it here. And we have the hip. Now, as I said before, I've shown you how to do this, so we will now use the back to cut the front. The back remains the same, just like the one I showed you how to draft. So I've drafted that one, and I'm going to now use that to cut the front. So this is the center back, okay, and the fabric is doubled. I place it onto the front, which the material is also doubled. I drew the lines that are important, meaning the bust line, so I brought it right across to where the crease is on the front. So this now becomes the center front. I also mark the waistline here, and I marked the hip line, which is down there. The distance that I've used from the center back here is 7 inches, and you don't have to use 7 inches. There's a reason for this. I am going to extend this and to turn it in a dress, but at the moment I'm going to show you how to make a blouse from it. Okay, I'm going to show you how to cut it. So if you want to make a blouse, you can do that. Does this have to be 7 inches away from the center back? No. It can be 4 inches, it can be 5 inches, 6 inches. And it also depends on your bust size, you know. So you want to ensure that the lap is deep enough so that your bust will not be exposed, unless you want to expose it. Okay? But I'm using the 7 inches, and it goes, the lap is just maybe underneath the breast, or say maybe 4 or 5 inches from the navel at the waist there. It doesn't go to the side. What I did here, I marked 3 inches for the neckline at the back here, and I'm not going to be cutting it, okay? But for the front, I came down 6 inches, okay? 6 inches, just as a guide. So I now cut here straight to the waist, okay? Straight to the waist, and this is where the waist is. It doesn't have to be straight. You can cut it in a little curve. Where's my chalk? So it doesn't have to be straight. You can give it a little curve, okay? So you can go to the waist here, right here, the waistline, or you can come 2 inches above the waist, okay? So it all depends on where you want the lap to fall, and when you put the is it the string or the buckle, whatever you use to hold it, when you place it, it depends on where you want it, okay? So if I was using 3 or 4 inches, it would be that, and that would just be enough for the blouse front. As I said, it also depends on your size, but because I'm going to turn this in a dress, that is why I gave it such a deep lap. Okay, you have to consider the hip and the lower part of the body. So when you do that, you're going to cut the neckline here, that is to the back. So you cut out your 3 inches, okay, like this, 1 inch up and 3 inches across. You cut the shoulder, okay, and so when you're going to cut this, you cut the neckline, that is right here. You cut your 3 inches, so it's going to be cut like this. You cut the shoulder right across and cut the entire thing. So you'll be cutting the 4 pieces together. You'll be cutting the 4 pieces, but right here you only cut the back neckline. For the front, you are going to cut, because remember, the back decides the front, so I have it marked here. So you will now cut this like this. So this is what you will have to the front for the lap, okay? So that is what it's going to be like. I really don't want to cut this, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a miniature and show you how to sew it, and maybe give you a few little more tips and to guide you along as to how to cut it. Okay, but this is basically it, and thank you for watching, and please remember to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.